For my literature activity, I have chosen to play the part of a talk show host and interview a character from a book. I would present this to a middle school English class. It could be used as a way to get students interested in a particular book. They could also use it as a way to present a book report as part of an assignment. The book I've selected is Royal Ranger by John Flanagan. It's part of the Ranger's Apprentice series. It's appropriate for ages 11 and up, and it has themes that interest middle school students, such as friendship, courage, adventure, and finding your place in the world. Techniques that I found to be effective for this activity were to put together a simple costume for the character being interviewed. It helps set the scene and the time period. And it's also helpful to establish the identity of the character, give some biographical information in the first couple of interview questions, and then move into the storyline of the book, but give them just enough information to pique their interest, and then leave them wanting to know more so they will read the book. So now I am going to interview Will Treaty from the Ranger's Apprentice series. We're here with Will Treaty today. Will, thank you for joining us. First, let's help our viewers get to know you a little better. I understand you lost your parents at a young age. Where did you go after that tragic event?
I was raised in Castle Erlewin along with other orphans, and I got to know my best friends, Horace and Jenny, there. As orphans, we were taught how to read and write, and when we turned 15, we were expected to become apprentices and learn a trade under a master.
And what made you decide to become an apprentice to a ranger?
I actually wanted to be a knight, but they didn't want me, said I was too small. One day, I snuck into the kitchen to steal some cakes, like I usually did. But I didn't know that Holt, the master apprentice, was in the kitchen, and he watched me scale down the wall, stuff my pockets with cake, and slip out without being noticed. Next thing I knew, he was my master, and I was learning how to be a ranger.
And can you tell us what a ranger does exactly?
Well, we're trained in the art of camouflage. A ranger has to move around without being seen or heard. We also have amazing knife skills. My specialty is bow and arrow. It's pretty intense training, and you have to pass a test. After you pass the test, a ranger is sent on missions throughout the kingdom and assigned a fief protecting the people.
Speaking of missions, I understand you've had quite a few adventures. Is there a particular one that stands out to you?
Well, I'll never forget my first mission. As you know, Morgareth ruled this land before he was defeated and banished. Well, the Rangers heard rumors that he was gathering an army of wargos. Wargos are big, ugly creatures. They look like giant dogs, but they walk upright. They train from their time they're young to become fearsome warriors. The biggest wargos are called Kalkara. You can't look in their eyes because if you do, you become transfixed and you can't move. That's when they move into for the kill. 2 Kalkara were sent to assassinate Hall. We managed to find them and kill them before they got to him, though. There were some scary nights and times I didn't know if we'd make it out of Wargle territory alive. That's an adventure I'll never forget.
Boy, sounds pretty scary. I'm glad we have rangers like you out there to protect us from Wargles and Kalkaras. I hear you've undertaken a new adventure recently. Can you tell us about that, or is it top secret?
All I can say is that I'm training a new ranger, and you'll never guess who it is.
I guess we'll have to read your book, Royal Ranger by John Flanagan, to find out. And you can read about Will Treaty's many other adventures since the Battle of the Wargles in the 10 books that are part of the Ranger's Apprentice series by John Flanagan.